Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That you can hear. You can hear me. There we go. Google system. Here I am. Got the microphone on. So let's do a hello. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Should I do Instagram? Do a little chit chat. Kind of crazy. Oh, there we go. Oopsie. And we're going to do live. Oh, I'm live. So hopefully everybody can hear me right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you get this or watch this. Hello. So hopefully I'm not too loud. Maybe I have to hold it out like this. Who knows? Is this live? Hold on. There we go. So welcome everybody. What a day. It poured down rain last night. It just sort of I saw the lightning. I was in the backyard for a little bit and the wind was sort of a warmy cold. It was warmy cold. That's all I can say. It's warmy cold. And I was out there in the backyard with the dog for a little bit and I was watching the lightning. And then we came in. As soon as we came in, it just poured and the rain was so hard, like hard. And it was great. I think we really needed the rain. It's funny when it comes, it really comes hard. And I hope it really rains in the Okanagan Valley. I contacted my sister to see how she was, and she's doing fine. It's been a scary 36 hours, and she's safe, so that's good. She's in Penticton with her daughter-in-law's parents, so that's good. So she's doing fine. And the horses and everything are fine too because she has horses, and they're down in Oliver, so that's just south of Penticton at some friend's farm. So there is, I guess, a relative of mine. They lost their house, which they were on the road just above hers. She's, if anybody knows Summerland, she's behind. You can see Giant's Head Mountain from her place. Anyways, and then there's a road above hers, and the people above her, they've lost their place. The fire is crazy. I mean, that is one, gosh, angry fire. Very angry. When fire is out of control, it's quite a sight to see. And it was amazing. I was watching some of it, and it looked like somebody in the forest was throwing fire bombs out, right? That's what it looked like because this fire was just, um, it was just like these balls of fire were coming out from the middle of the fire. It was so crazy. And it sounds like, because the winds, it creates its own wind gusts were up to 50K, that the wind was just, it sounded like a jet engine taking off. That's how crazy it is. So it was, crazy weather. I mean, crazy energy there. And it goes along with what's going on with what's happening, Mary, with what's happening. I'm just going to bring up, there we go, because we're heading into, I'm just bringing up the chart of the moment because I get the charts and they'll change because they change with uh, there we go. Just gonna bring up the chart. So here's the chart where it is right now. And we have Mars here, and Mars is in Gemini, and it's slowly moving out, and it's going to be going into Cancer. Mercury has moved out of Cancer and is in Leo, along with Jupiter. And here's the sun. The sun's going to be at around 19 degrees when it goes, and it has the um the solar eclipse there. And it's going to be seen in parts of Canada, the eclipse is. So I know in Calgary here it's going to be about 2%, and Edmonton I think 7%. I'm not sure anywhere else. So you can Google it and look that up, and I'll tell you how much of the eclipse you'll be able to see. Where the eclipse will be, especially in Greenland, Iceland, and Spain, that area is going to be have the full eclipse. Now, areas that get a full eclipse, you start to see, especially within the 6 months, where there is going to be disruption, where there is going to be something coming out of it. And I feel like there is going to be an activation that's going to happen within those areas. The other part too, with Mars coming up to the moon, and as Mars is coming up to the moon in Cancer, you're going to get a lot of anger. There's going to be a lot of anger, people, because it's really going to bring up a lot of whatever's been sitting inside. So whatever's been sitting inside, that's really going to come out. And so you're going to get quite a burst of anger that's going to be happening. So I'm going to say, if you are feeling frustrated, overwhelmed over the next couple days, go for a walk, go have a shower. There's a lot of frustration that's going on right now in the world, and a lot of anxiety is coming up. So, and especially as we're coming into a build up to an eclipse with this new moon, and it's in Leo. So there is a lot of energy that's really piling up with this, and with Jupiter expanding it. So there's a lot of expansion of energy that's going to be happening. So you're going to find people are going to lose it. People are going to, you might find somebody having some kind of temper tantrum, or somebody losing it. You're going to find, if you're driving, I'm going to say mainly in the media, mainly in the mainstream, you're going to see people really losing their shit. Now, there has been some really crazy activations that have been happening lately. And if you pay attention, I know some people don't watch the news. They don't like to watch it, but in the last little while, whenever there is a crazy activation, when you see things happening online and either in movies or videos, you know that a sacrifice that they're trying to make because they're losing control, right? And when the powers that be are losing control, they will try and do some kind of public sacrifice, and do that so that people can see. Now, they can't really do something sometimes, well, they have to tell us what they're doing, and they always tell us what they're doing, but most of the time we don't pay attention. And then with this, what's happening above us, with all the energies that are going on above us, there's definitely a rise where people are going to get angry. Now, the other thing that's happening too, I don't know if you've seen the Coca-Cola thing that's going on. I'm gonna stop share. The Coca-Cola thing that's going on, where you could go onto Coca-Cola and you can order your can of Coke, and you can write what you want on that Coke, right? So you can write on, whatever saying that you want. But if it's a positive saying, what they're finding, if it's a positive saying, it doesn't stick. They won't allow it. So you can say something negative, like, if you say I love Jesus, they're not going to let you have that, or Jesus is love, or anything along that line. They won't allow that onto the can, but they will allow, um, derogatory and negative sayings onto there. And I that is where a lot of especially younger people, they think it's funny. Ha ha ha, look at, ooh, I got a I love Satan cup kind of thing. But they don't realize that when you are putting something onto your cup, onto whatever you're ingesting that energy. It's been proven, right? And so when you're adding a negative or a lower vibration words onto something that you are ingesting, that's lowering your vibration as well. So it's very important to watch your thoughts, watch how you are entering into, say, a room or into whatever you're doing. If your vibration is very low, or if you're carrying on to this negative connotation, that's really what they want. They want you to have this negative connotation. It's so important, especially with the energies that are coming in. And I mean, the thing is that this solar eclipse that's happening on the 12th, it's not bad, right? There's a lot of positive energy that's coming in from this. It's an activation of bringing in some creativity, of bringing in a new action, allowing us to step forward in new ways. But it's like a hold that wants to hold you to keep you where you are, to keep you where what you've been doing, what you've been saying, how you've been believing, how you've been doing whatever you've been doing. But here's an energy that wants to push you into a new way. Now, if you start with and wanting to create, and it's mainly an internal one, it has to start within. If you are starting and wanting to bring in the positive energy, the love, the joy, the peace, the happiness, the community, bring in community. Uh, you're going to find that it's going to help to direct you onto this new road. If you're coming in and you're feeling sad or upset, it's important to address that. And why are you sad? Why are you upset? What is going on, right? I'm going to an AC/DC concert tonight. Wow, yes! Sorry, just saw that. Hey, Alfonso. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I just got excited about an AC/DC concert. But but that, I mean, too, it's like wanting to get up there and raise that energy, right? Raise it up. And so much is wanting to raise things down. Now, I didn't see what Perez did on TikTok. I just saw other things that went on. I heard about it afterwards. I'm not on his algorithm to receive something like that, but it was, to me, it went on for 30 minutes, which really surprised the hell out of me that um I don't know, just if I saw a friend, like a friend doing shit like that, I would be like calling 911, right? I'd be calling the police saying, "Hey, this guy's on TikTok. This is what he's doing, blah, blah, blah." That was definitely a sacrifice. That was an online legit sacrifice. I mean, and that's the whole thing. It's like you're having these things that are wanting to pull your energies down, especially when we're getting so close to eclipses. And with the eclipse season, that's where you're going to find, and you have the Mars going into Cancer. And plus Mars does not like going into Cancer because he doesn't like to feel. All right? Mars is not a feely kind of energy. Mars is an action oriented energy. It wants to move, it wants to go. It's the ruler of Aries, it's the co-ruler of Scorpio. It's like I'll take you to the depths and get you to look at things and get you to reveal things and let go of stuff, but don't get me into the touchy feely shit. I mean, Cancer wants the safety and they want the security and they want to, they love the home and making the home really nice and cozy. Mars is like, okay, that's nice. It's, okay, but I got to get moving. Like, I got to move. So you're going to find a lot of frustration, especially with this water energy that's coming in, and where emotions are going to rise up. And that's where you really have to, and I'm just putting this out there. You really have to watch. You really have to watch that you don't lose your shit, right, with everything, because there's just so much that wants to get you to lose it, and then with Chiron retrograding, it's at 0 degrees right now, and it's going back into Aries. It comes into your values, it comes into your relationships, it comes into things that are monetary, right? So if you're feeling very frustrated over your love relationships, if you're feeling frustration over money, if you're feeling frustration over your health or anything to do with the mundane world, your values, and if you're getting very frustrated with that, this is a time to really get out, start journaling, start writing it out, start getting the energies out. It's like it's what are you wanting to hope for? What is it that you want to start creating? Start writing that out, start putting it out there. It because what it if you're ingesting it and you're holding it in, it's just going to eat away with you. It's just going to totally eat away. And we don't want things eating away. Definitely not. I gotta take some coffee. So I feel like this, as we're heading into a new week, and we're heading into a week that is going to be somewhat turbulent, a week that is going to try and get people to stay stuck, stay in a way that does not have them move forward. This is where you really have to start paying attention to oneself and your actions and how you want to go forward. It's an important piece right now. So, yeah, it's I just find, yeah, I can feel the frustration, in the air with a lot of people. But I don't know. I think we just have to just take those steps and move forward one step at a time. Mercury's coming out of shadow. Hallelujah. I can hardly wait till Mercury's like, I mean, well, Mercury has left Cancer, thank God, and it's in Leo. Sorry. Cancer moon, Cancer rising was not having a good time with Mercury there. Mercury was very frustrating, even though it wasn't so much outward kind of thing, like, things that you find with Mercury retrograde, usually something, "Oh, my computer, screwed up," or "My phone isn't backing up," or, little things like that. It was more of, frustrations of things. I did have an issue when it came to certain contracts, definitely, where I thought that everything was in order and everything went through, but it got lost in the mail. So contracts that I signed and everything, got lost in the mail, which was very frustrating until I, finally emailed them and said, "Hey, I'm very frustrated with this all. I know you haven't received it." I mailed it out the day that we were signing everything. And so the next day I got an appointment and I was in the office and got everything re-signed and everything. So that's the whole thing. It's like little things like that, and now it's coming into the clearing, right? Now it's coming into the clearing. And as it comes into the clearing, um there we go. Unwanted. Nah, there we go. I just have to report, and I'm going to report them. Okay, and there we go. I'm blocking this person because they're being an idiot, and I'm removing them. There we go. And removing. So, there we go. There we go. Sorry, I had to remove somebody who was being very rude. But anyways, that's fine. I know my algorithm must be getting out there when um, I remove them. There we go. And I'm gonna hide them. There we go. I know my algorithm must be doing well when I get weirdos on my YouTube. Just saying. So when you start getting weirdos on your YouTube and stuff like that, that's usually meaning that you're doing quite well. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody again. Hello. And if you're still on my YouTube, um, please comment below. So please make a comment if you're still there. So, because I deleted the dude from the other day. So if you're still on my YouTube, please say hi. So can you not see what we are writing? All I just got, well, not everything, no, because I don't know. I'm still here. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Um, yeah, because I deleted him and I just wanted to make sure I didn't delete anybody else that wasn't supposed to be deleted. And I reported him as well. So that's great. Thank you. Thank you. So things are just heading in a um eh, heading in an interesting direction this week. And that's where I just want people to make sure that they are staying grounded, they're staying positive, that they are bringing positive thoughts into their day because things are going to get really radical over the next as we are entering into this week. This is the starting of the cray cray, and you I mean, the real cray cray, and entering into the real cray cray energy. So, I'm gonna remove them. There we go. He has another account. I know, he has another account. He's not very smart, though. He's not a very smart person because he doesn't have, um oh my god, gotta love perverts. Somebody in their mom's basement. That's what I always it's somebody in their mom's basement just yeah, just being an idiot. But this is a week that we really have to look at, where we're heading. This is a roll of the dice type of energy on what you are wanting to create, and bring in, and no, I don't wanna put him in a timeout, I just want him gone. Okay. Report promotes harassment. Harassing me. No. Uh, there we go. And report. Okay. There we go. And we're going to remove them. That's a lot of work to remove somebody who's such an idiot. There we go. There we go. That's a lot of work to report somebody. That's just ridiculous. So, as we go through, because this week we're going to hear a lot of drama and a lot of things when it's going to be coming up to the war. We're going to hear a lot more that's going to be coming up when it comes to immigration is going to be a big one that's going to come in. If anybody is flying this week or going to be flying in the next couple months, I would definitely just keep a lookout on what's happening within that country, especially if you're going to countries like if you are going to Europe, I would just be a little bit, where in Europe are you going? And places like that. If you're going to a lot of the major cities, I would just if you're going to rural France or something like that, I think you're gonna be better off than if you go to Paris. If you're going to if you're going to, a a friend of mine, he's going to Dusseldorf in a couple weeks. I mean, that's his hometown. But it's not like one of the big cities. It is a big city in Germany, but it's not as big a city. But he's in the suburbs. He says he doesn't even go downtown anymore. in Dusseldorf because he goes, "It's grungy, it's gross," right? And, and being grungy and gross and stuff, and that's the same way with Paris, you just have to be, um, aware of places like that, right? There we go. And if you're when you are aware of, where you're going and what you're doing, and the other thing is that if you are going to any places in Europe, definitely making sure that your flights aren't delayed. There's gonna be a lot more delayed flights. There was 9 states, this week, the last couple days, that actually the airports had to close down. I think it had to do with lightning, right? Lightning storms. Go figure. Rocket, that was, being shot up, in China was hit by lightning. The weird lightning storms that have been happening in England. So there's been really weird storms that have been going on as of recent as well. So just to being aware. The other thing about the forest fires, I mean, there's been a lot of different, with the forest fires that are going on. Now the forest fires are, now I think Williams Lake, 100 Mile House and that are, um, having a lot of fires as well. So a lot of things are up in smoke. That's the thing, is that there's just so much devastation that is going on right now in the world. And in that, it can really get you and really pull you down. And this is why I'm saying, like, having your community, getting letters from Mama G, having something like that, because you got something to look forward to in your mail. It's positive, it's bringing in that positivity, creating community, which is very important. And as we are creating those communities and as we are creating that, it helps to raise the vibration everywhere else. And that's what we want to do. We want to raise the vibration. We want to bring in that positiveness into the world. And the more we do it, the more this activation, is going to start to change. So just an FYI. The other thing too with the astrology right now with the sun, and I do have the new moon readings. The new moon readings just went out. So whoever ordered their new moon readings, check your email, please. And check your spam and everything else in your junk mail, because I sent them all out. And I know, and I have a record, and I could tell you exactly what time I sent them out. So if you're missing your reading, if you're wanting to get a reading, definitely get a hold of me, and I can do a natal reading for you. The readings that I found when I was doing them this time, they're very uplifting and they're very positive. The thing was that it was most of them, and it's funny how the trends like this, when you're doing readings, they were all talking about heading on a new road, making sure that if it's not feeling right for you, if it's not going right for you, then it's not right for you. Then it's time to start looking at something that is lighting you up, that is, allowing you to head into a new direction, right? That's where the energy is. It's like it's getting you to head. Now you will get blocks. There will be things that are going to come up and they're going to say to you, something's going to happen. I ran out of ink. All right. I can't get any ink till probably, I don't know, probably by the end of the week. Hopefully I can get ink at the end of the week. Because it's a lot of money. And for me to get it, and I don't have that extra money at this time. So for me, this is it's this guy isn't even, I got this pervert on here. This guy isn't even, it's not even smart. So so I'm gonna throw it out there. Is there any questions you guys have for me besides the pervert? Because we all know what he wants. So is there any question I'm throwing out? I am sorry, it is kind of funny though. Yeah, well, it is funny, but it's annoying as hell. It's really I think it's more sad than funny for somebody like that who is so desperate to get attention, right? So any questions out there about the astrology, about the energies right now that's happening? Of course, everybody goes dead silent. Okay. I think my mic just went. Just hang on. I think my mic just went. It's the other thing. Oh, you can still hear me? Thanks, Alfonso. Okay, yeah, I'm just going. All right. I pulled it out. Can you still hear me? Trying to be so professional. That's what I'm trying to do. Fine. Trying to be professional. That's what I'm trying to do. Sounds fine. Can still hear me. Yeah. What is it? It's sad, but he has the determination. It is sad. I think well, and it's disruptive, right? It's to me something like that is very disruptive. It's disruptive to the person who's trying to do the live, right? And I mean, I only have what 320 some followers. So for him to come on and try and disrupt something like that, I think that for one it's rude. I think somebody like that is sick in the head and needs help, right? Thank you. Thank you, Lexi. So I'm just have the magic messages from fairies. And I'm going to pull some cards, definitely. But if anybody is wanting a new moon reading, uh, definitely DM me. They are $60, just an FYI, because I do a natal chart reading. So if you're wanting that, and I record it for you. I also still have the one card for $10, which is a recording I do as well. So if you are wanting the one card, $10, I have that as well. Or you can subscribe. Subscribe to Letters from Mama G and get, oh, what have I done so far? I got this. I just love this. I made these. I'm just so proud of them. And they're called September prompts, and I have each month there's going to be one. I've decided there's September prompts and October, and then I have the October prompts. Since I ran out of ink, I've sort of been working on October as well, and getting the October stickers and things together. This is fun. This is fun, and I've been going down a rabbit hole on different things. I'm still waiting on my letter. Oh, you're still waiting on your letter? Ah, it's funny how it works because Holly got her letter and she's in Saskatchewan. And who is it? Jillian got her letter right away. She's here in Calgary. So I don't know. It's one of those crazy things. Mail just makes me so nervous. Mailing things out. It just makes me nervous. So whenever because I mailed them all out at the same time, same place. You know, I took a picture of it, showed everybody kind of thing. So it was all done at the same, with the same thing. So, whew. Healing, healed, and healer. Healing energy surrounds. So here's our first card. Healing energy surrounds you, this situation. How much are those decks of cards Can it be used in a game? These no, they can't be used in a game. These cards they don't make anymore. This is Doreen Virtue. These cards are no longer in circulation. This deck is because Doreen Virtue has taken them. Yeah, you can't get these decks. So, and they're not used for games. They're used for inspiration, for helping you like you pull a card a day, and that card a day is sort of like your guidance for the day. So for this one it's healing, healed, and healer. So for the energy of your angels coming in and surrounding you with healing energy and letting you know that whatever situation that you're going through at this time, it's healed, like you're being healed. Things are coming into a positive direction, and as they're coming into a positive direction for you, you are starting to get surrounded with a lot of positiveness that's coming in. And along with that is practice, 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 practice. So you're wanting to get healed, you're wanting to get things going in a positive direction. Well, sometimes you got to practice. You got to practice on, hey, it's a wonderful day. Thanking God for the day, giving it up to the universe, surrounding yourself with beautiful light and saying, yes, I'm opening I'm opening my heart to positiveness and love. I'm bringing in the love and the joy and the community into my life. That is what I want, right? And when we start putting that out there every single day, that's what we are wanting to create. And it's forming that vibration. So the vibration goes out. And for me, that's very, I'm saying that's what one of the things is that I'm saying is that I want to bring in the positiveness. I want to bring in the peace, right? I want to bring in the positive and community and the love and the joy. That's my goal. I want love, joy, and community, and bringing in the positive community for people to come together and share and create beautiful things, either create gardens and create organizational things and whatever they love to create, right? That is what I want to bring forth and I want to have. And the more we start bringing that beautiful energy in, that beautiful energy in and around it, the more we start to witness it more and more into our lives, right? It reminds me of a game board where you roll the dice and move the pieces and you pick a card that has inspiration. Yeah. Um yeah, that would be a cool game. So this is the energy I feel that we're coming into. We're coming into a lot to bringing in a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of joy into our world. And the more love and joy and peace we can bring into our world and practice that on a regular basis, with daily practice, you begin to polish your skills, you begin to create something that is new. The more you start doing, you increase your confidence, you increase that energy going forward. This is like right in alignment, especially with this moon energy. This is right in alignment with the moon energy, because the moon energy is telling us to look at the roads that we need to look at. The moon energy wants us to really take a look at how we are entering into our life, how we are entering into it in a world that is going to be going into chaos. And what that chaos is bringing us, right? Um, there we go. So that's what we want to do. We want to bring that energy into our world, and the more we do it. One of the reasons I'm doing letters from Mama G, when you go to your mailbox and you receive something that's a letter from me, you get a little tarot card that I've made, you get, little journal prompts, things like that, and stickers. Stickers are important. We all need stickers. It adds to that vibration, right? And the more we add to that vibration, the more we can create more of a positive outlook. The world's going crazy. The world's just going to go more bonkers. And things are just going to get crazier out there, right? And the thing is that we don't want to focus on all that crazy things that are out there. We don't want to focus on the dumbasses that are our government and things like that. We know what's going on. We understand that. We want to form those communities. We want to form those connections. And when we can form those connections, we're creating something that is more. And love life. Oh my gosh, I love these cards. It's like loving life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Love life. Love who you have. Love your family. Like put that vibration out there. I know my sister and I don't get along, but I don't want her any ill will to her. So that's why I reached out to her. How are you doing? What's going on? She was evacuated from her home with the fires, right? So I want to send her a lot of positivity, a lot of love. We may not see eye to eye, but that's okay. We don't have to see eye to eye. She's got her life and I got my life, right? And we want to create a positive world. And that's the thing. It's like not everybody's going to see eye to eye to you. Not everybody's going to like what you do. That's okay. Trust me. I know. Not everybody likes what I do. Not everybody likes what I did. 6 years ago, I lost 30 to 40% of my clientele. Why? Well, because I have a mouth on me and people didn't like what I was saying. That's okay. I don't wish them ill will. All I just have to say is like I was right and you were wrong. But I mean, that's just the Scorpio thing coming out on me. But send out the vibes, send out the positivity. And with that, it's like your work focus. So there's something about a new career. So there's a new career, new opportunities that are coming in, a successful direction that is coming in. Allow for that success to come in, allow for that opportunity. When the new career card comes in, this could be even where you might still have your business, but maybe your business is taking on a new leg. Maybe you're entering into some new opportunities that is going to help you along. Maybe it is a new career, right? Maybe there is something that is new that is coming in for you to take on. But it's bringing in the healing, it's bringing in the love, it's bringing in things that are going to be increasing your confidence in the beauty that's around you. Let's step into that. Um, I just feel it is so important. And I have a little blessing I want to do for you all today. So it's a little blessing. I wrote it out. It's from Numbers, it's from the book of Numbers 6:24 to 6. And I'm gonna just say this little blessing for you because it's a little blessing I used to do over my children and before they went to school. And they although they sometimes like, oh mom, but anyways, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. That's my blessing to you all. So may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all you say and all you be and all you do, and allow for the Lord turn his face towards you and give you that peace. Step into it. Blessed be everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.